Hey, what is going on, everybody? Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. It is me, Marty from Comic Book Fanatics, and I've got myself a panel here. We are doing episode number 38. We're leaving off where we ended off, and we're just kind of doing a reunion show today. And I've got a few guys here, some members of the old panel. You know who these guys are, but it has been a minute. It has been a minute since you guys actually seen any of these people on the show here. We got a few more people that's going to come in as well. And we're just going to do an impromptu show here. We're going to talk a little bit about comic books. We're going to talk a little bit about movies, maybe a little bit about TV shows and things like that. But before we begin, I'm going to go ahead and start from my right, possibly your left. And we're going to start with my boy Kevin here from Kevin's Comics. What is going on, Kevin's Comics?
What? Clap your fucking hands!
Well, since we don't have that, I guess the applause effects anymore on here, so we're gonna have to just use my phone with applause effects, kind of like what Big E's does on him. Anyways, Kevin, say what's up, man. Tell us what's been going on with yourself. What have you been doing, and this whole French YouTube thing you're doing, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I've been stepping off a little bit of the Kevin's Comics channel, but I still kind of watch you guys, looking what's going on in the community, still collecting books. And yeah, I started a French channel doing fucking well. I started January 1st, and on YouTube I already got 10,000 likes. So yeah, that's pretty fucking good. And right now I'm trying to build this kind of comic book drawer with old file cabinet that I'm gonna paint and shit, so I can put all my boxes in it so it looks crispy clean and just I won't have any fucking white boxes on the floor anymore. But that's a little project I'm gonna do this summer. So yeah.
So you're still collecting comic books.
Yeah, I gotta.
That's still going long and strong with you.
Yeah. I do more modern book because I got school and work, and I try to just keep up with my pull list. But sometimes when I have a great deal, I try to buy a book now and then, but nothing big, just my regular pull list.
And what is this? What is this new French show that you're doing on your YouTube channel?
Yeah,
what does it involve?
I started my French channel because I wanted to do something a little bit more personal. And I don't know if you guys can know like Filthy Frank or iDubbbz or How to Basic, those kind of dark humor channel on YouTube. But that's what I decided to do, but in French, because in French there's nobody. It's like a big market in that sense, and a lot of people love dark humor. That's what people love. When you're not supposed to laugh, but you still laugh. And I started January 1st, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to try to do one video a week for a year. And that's what I've been doing, one video a week for a year. Nothing more, nothing less. But sometimes I do another video if I got time. Yeah. But I've seen like my channel grow, like on YouTube, I'm almost at 6,000 and for 5 months. And on Facebook, I just reached 10,000, almost 11,000. That's like likes on my Facebook page.
Right.
I did a collab with the guy who has over 30,000 subscribers. So I'm trying to build a community.
Sure.
And yeah, it's a nice project.
And that's good. At least you're still doing something like that, but you're still collecting comic books. You still have the love and passion for it, and so that's awesome, man. Yeah. That is. What's the name of your YouTube channel so we can all go down there?
What the fuck, Kev? that's what I want you to say every time you watch a video. What the fuck, Kev? That's what I want you to say.
What the fuck, Kev? Well, anyways, glad you could join us, brother, and really appreciate you coming on as always, man. And you took. I know you can't stay long today. I think you got about an hour with us. You got to do some studying tonight. But once again, thanks a lot for coming on. All right.
Yeah, thanks, man, for inviting me.
Oh, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. It wouldn't be a show without Kevin's Comics on here. All right, next we've got my boy. He's also the host of his own show, which also has myself, Marky, and Darkside Jedi on there, Ryan Love. And he does Lords of the Round Table. He also has his YouTube channel called Lords of the Round Table, Lords of the Box Office, or Lords of the whatever you want to call it for that day we do the show. But we've got ourselves with us the one and only Tim Tebow. What's going on, brother? Say hi to everybody.
Oh, you was talking about me. Oh. Bonjour, mon ami. Avec quoi la team? I like to say bonjour to all of my friends. And just like Kevin, I've been away from YouTube because I've been on French YouTube, but I've only gotten 10 subscribers because apparently I'm the only motherfucker speaking English and everybody else speaks French. So Kevin's going to work that out with me, and we're going to do Les Lords of Les Longbox. That's it. Let's get this moving, man. I only got like an hour, so I'm trying to keep the
Yeah. No problem, Tim. No problem. And Tim's only got an hour with us too. So after that, he's going to go off and he's going to do his thing. I guess you got to work tonight, brother. What's going on, man?
No work. I just got to go. Gotta get the hair trimmed to make it look nice and proper. It's been like 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a hippie right now, so I just got to get lined up. You know what I mean?
You can always do the Comic Book Fanatics haircut. Myself and Ray, we've got the CBF haircut right here. And
that
Mark,
ain't a haircut, brother. That's a receding hairline. That ain't no haircut.
Oh no, the receding's gone, man.
My name ain't LeBron James.
LeBron just got that spray on shit that he puts on the top of his head.
All right, Tim, welcome. Glad you can join us as well. I know you ain't got long either, so I do appreciate you coming on. And, so if you guys don't know, Tim and I believe Ryan and Marky are actually going to plan on going on the show on Tuesday, right? You want to go ahead and plug that, Tim?
We will be on JLS Comics. It's a Tuesday takeover. Or like WO, brother. We're going to take over.
All right, they're going to be on JLS's show. Unfortunately, I have to work that evening, so I'm not going to be able to join them, but the rest of the Lords of the Round Table are going to be there anyways. All right, guys, we got my co-host, my buddy, the other part of Comic Book Fanatics. We got myself here, my boy, your boy, our boy, Ray Jr. What is going on, Ray? Say hi to everybody. See, you all hear this?
So what's going on, everybody? It's great to be back. Been on everybody else's show or whatever, but it's just great to be back where it all came full circle in the beginning and everything. So just ready to talk about comics, movies, statues, or whatever we got within the next hour, because I know some of the people got to go do their other thing. But I'm just happy that my man Marky is here. My man, Mr. Rant. I got some crown over here, Marky. I got some crown. You can come down here and drink it with me and my dad on the 23rd of June.
There would be a lot of rants if I drank that shit. I'm telling you right now.
Well, thanks a lot, Ray. Appreciate you joining. Ray right now, he's a busy man. He's in school, but he's been holding down the fort for me when it comes to the CBF Facebook and also on the YouTube channel. He's doing his school and he's got a lot of commitments, but nevertheless, he still takes the time to be able to go on there. But anyways, thanks a lot, Ray. Appreciate you coming on again, man.
No problem. Let's go, Mayor.
Mr. Rant himself, Mr. Rant, the YouTube rant king. Mock. We got my boy. Come on, things. We're gonna get back on the drill of things. We got my boy Marky Mark, and the fucky boys. What's going on? Say hi, Marky.
Well, it's been I've been still doing with the New York Warriors and was it on box office, but for people that haven't seen me last time on here, I'm out of the fucking basement now. So yes, I'm out of the basement and I'm still fucking banned from CGC. So nothing really much is new. But
why you gotta bring up old shit? Come on, Craig.
You know everybody's gonna ask. Is you still fucking banned? Yes, I'm still fucking banned. Deal with it. So
coming soon, the Marky Minute.
Give me your books. I'll turn it around for you, and you still be good to go. Even though you're still behind me and Tim in points.
Yeah, it ain't happening.
Oh, man.
Unless I get some big effing book, and it ain't gonna happen because, as you can see, this shit took away all that. So I can't go on the big books. But congratulations! I bow out of the points race because one, I was forced to, and two, it's just not. I'm never gonna catch you guys. You guys are fucking great with your collections. I just can't.
Coming for you, Tim.
Well, he has the entire damn Thor collection. That alone right there.
That doing my fucking little puny little Green Lantern #1. Yeah, that ain't happening.
It's all good.
Penis, your little Green Lantern.
Oh, you be quiet there, Marvel fanboy, you.
I call mine Mjolnir because it's a hammer of the gods.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Just remember that ring will destroy that hammer in a minute. Anyway, we'll go on down in the,
Where are these special effects when you need them, man? You know, the sound effects and stuff, you know? But Mark,
As soon as the introductions,
Mark,
actually, I have a question for the panel to start off. So hurry up with the intros.
Okay, I'm done. I'm
Tim,
here.
okay, you know what? I'm going to take my time because this is my show, Tim. When we go to your show, I'm going to go by your rules. But when we're on my show, I'm the motherfucking king, okay? All right.
I'm going to get drunk and say some shit to make you pull this video down.
Hey, guys, listen. Mark, thanks for joining us once again, as always,
No problem,
man. You guys can always see Marky316. He's on the New York Warriors. You know, he's also on Lords of the Round Table as well. So, and he was one of the on Comic Book Fanatics Comic Talk a while back, about a year ago. I think it's been a year since I actually did a show. Yeah. But so it's been a year. It's been a while.
Original Comic Talk. Remember that.
The original. Okay. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was episodes after. You know, I was like, my first appearance came later.
Yeah, it's still an appearance. We've got with us, and he is our mayor still. Nothing has changed. Jeff Johnson, the man you can trust. Ladies and gentlemen, say hi to him. It's great for him to be us once again. Showing to be with the house.
Thank you. And Tim, for the record, mine is called the Ultimate Nullifier. Enough said.
But you see how tiny the Ultimate Nullifier actually is in your
But
hand?
you see how powerful it is? Took out Galactus.
All right.
Anyway.
All right, say hi. Say hi.
Anyway, it's good to be back. Good to be with you guys, man. Let's have some fun. That's all I got to say.
Always, man. Thanks for joining, brother. Oh, man, one of the original members right here. He's got his own show. It's called the New York Warriors, right? And he also has his own YouTube channel, Biggie's Comics, one of the original panel members here. And he's also got a Facebook group, which is also entitled the New York Warriors. So, and it's just this community has grown intensely from where it was before. And everybody has their shows, they have their Facebook groups, they have a whole bunch of stuff going. This is amazing. It's amazing what this comic book community has come. So, Enrique, brother, it's good to see you live, brother. Say hi, man.
Enrique look like he's about 18 years old with that clean shave.
Oh, yeah. I cleaned everything off, you know. Yeah, man. So, just, you know, it's cool to be back. Original show, you know, this is where it started, you know. So, it's cool to get a chance to, you know, to go back to the meeting. Oh, this is where it started.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to get those props in there, Biggie.
There's no denying that, you know. The New York Warriors, though, you know, just want to put out there that it's not my own thing. Jeff Johnson is an admin for it, Marky, and also Manny. So we share that, like, you know, they have.
Of course.
We share that like completely. The same thing with the show. You know, even though the show is broadcast on my channel, it's a group decision. Everything's done with, you know, we vote on everything. So there's never like one person that says, well, this is how it's going to be, and that's it. Now we take everything.
Right. Well, you know, which is great, and you guys have been doing an awesome job, man. Because when Comic Book Fanatics ended, Tim continued on with his show as far as Lords of the Round Table, of course, but it was very specific to only 4 to 5 members. Sometimes we actually did a guest, but then, you know, but it's been about a year since Comic Talk has actually come online, man, and we're not. So, you know, don't get it twisted. We're not coming on every Sunday like we used to, man. So, but we just happen to be doing a reunion show. If we do another show in a couple weeks, we do another show in a couple weeks, or another year from now, then that's what we're going to do, man. But nevertheless, hey, Big East, thank you so much, brother, for coming on. We really appreciate all you guys, panel members. We got a couple other guys that's going to be joining us a little later on. They got some family stuff happening right now, but they're going to hop in later on. GPAP's going to stop in and say hi and talk a little bit with us. and a couple other guys. And I don't know, Manny said he was going to stop in or not, but nevertheless, guys, I want to go ahead and give it to Tim right now. Tim said he has a topic he wants to go ahead and discuss. Guys, this is a little impromptu show, so go ahead, Tim.
No. Well, kind of the thing that Marky and I had back and forth with the Green Lantern ring and Mjolnir, and I was just thinking about it the other day, and I was thinking, in comics, what are the most powerful wielded weapons? And a ring doesn't count because it's the same thing would go for the stuff. I don't know, because it's more of a artifact than it is a weapon, like a sword or a hammer or a gun. You know what I mean?
What do you think the Thanos is? That's an artifact too. That's a
god
hammer.
Just like saying you couldn't say the Infinity Gauntlet is a weapon either. You couldn't say the Eye of Agamotto is a weapon either because it's an artifact. You know what I mean? So I was thinking like a weapon, like a traditional weapon. Like there's Mjolnir, there's a sword of omens. Because I was reading. Thundercats I was reading Thundercats and He-Man when they combined their swords, and I was thinking like the Black Knight sword. And then on the DC side, I was trying to think like, what other powerful, weapons in comic books per se, because Mjolnir has gotten more powerful in recent comics when they talked about it, because now it's got its own kind of sentient thing. And I was trying to think, what other, Jeff said the Ultimate Nullifier, which Reed Richards created to destroy Galactus, but it's like a one-time use and then put away because you don't want to be blowing up the entire fucking world, right? What other powerful weapons you guys think are in the world of comics, wielded by a hero or a villain?
What about Excalibur?
Is that in comics? Who was Excalibur in the comics?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know what comic book, but I'm pretty sure.
I tell you what, Excalibur was badass in that King Arthur movie. Go see that King Arthur movie. Stormbreaker is another one. What about on DC side? Since I don't, I asked you DC humps. What's the most powerful weapons that's not a ring or a piece of jewelry? You can't be like.
First of all, it's really
a batarang.
The batarang.
The batarang. Yeah, the batarang's a hell of a tool.
In DC Universe, they're claiming Green Lantern's ring is the most powerful weapon in the universe. They're considering that. They said that many times. The Guardians, the battery power, everything like that. The Green Lanterns have the most powerful weapon on their ring. Well, in
that case, you might as well say the Infinity Gauntlet is the most powerful then, right?
Okay, so after the ring, what else we got? We got
Do any of the DC heroes have weapons?
Wonder Woman's lasso. Wonder Woman's lasso.
That's more of an accessory. It's a belt to go with her earrings and shit. But no, I'm just kidding. Wait. What's the history?
Dr. Fate's helmet. That's Ray said. That's another thing.
What about Aquaman's trident? How powerful is that?
It can cut Superman.
Golden the Brave sword. The sword is free. That's like one of the most powerful Asgardian weapons right there. The sword. We
got Katana's sword of the souls, lost souls.
Yeah, the ebony blade by I think the Black Knight is supposed to be really powerful too. Because
the trident.
Yeah, the trident. We said the trident's powerful.
But it's like Thor's hammer. If you think about it, it's just like Thor's hammer. The only difference with it is because it can control lightning. It can basically pierce anything, but anyone can wield it.
Ray, do you want to school him on Thor's hammer right quick, or do I need to, man? Well.
I don't know what less to school. That last commercial for the new movie, it looks like it got crumbled into a couple of pieces. So I don't know how powerful that is.
But in the comics, exactly. But in the comics, Mjolnir.
I got something for that hammer. Hold on.
In the comics, Mjolnir was created by a space storm, and if you read Mighty Thor recently, it's got its own sentient self. So what happened is it actually showed herself as a person. So the hammer has even gotten more powerful. I mean, we know in the movies anything can happen, but in the comics, Mjolnir has never been, I mean, how many people have picked it up? Like a handful?
Right. Yeah. No, you got major points with that, but
But if you're gonna say, also, I would probably say if you're gonna say the ring or stuff like that, I would say Silver Surfer surfboard is indestructible.
Yeah, this is how powerful Thor's hammer is. There you go.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thank you.
That's how powerful Thor's hammer is. Oh, Ray left. Wait,
It doesn't mean it's powerful. It just means that Superman was worthy. He was worthy.
That's how powerful Thor's hammer is, Ray.
Yeah, you gotta be worthy to pick that shit up.
Or an illegal alien.
Oh. Oh.
I'm from America.
Hey, we're all originally immigrants.
Very true.
Speak for yourself.
Hey, look who's here.
Manny.
What's up, Sucias?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Manny, NYC, brother. We can hear you, but you know we can't see you, brother. And this is one of the shows where we got to see people, you know.
Everybody knows what I look like. They don't need to see me.
Well, I need to see you.
You need to see.
I need to see you, Manny. I need to
second.
see your lovely, beautiful face, man.
There you go. You like that?
He looks just
Oh, there we go.
No hat.
What's going on, Manny, NYC guys? Hey, it's been a while since you've been on here as well, brother. What's going on with you, man?
Nothing, man. Just getting ready for the baby and stuff, fixing up the carriage, the bassinet.
I ain't never seen Manny without a
Crazy.
hat. I ain't never seen him without a hat. Take that hat off.
You're not missing much.
Nah, man, chill. Yeah, you're not so much. I'm bald, just like you.
Yo, we all bald, Ray. You just embraced it.
Oh, we're all bald here, man.
Yeah, I started growing it, and it wasn't, it was coming out terrible. So I said, fuck it, I'm
Doctor
shaving it.
Strange right there.
Yeah. Let me ask you guys something else. Let me ask you guys. Hey, listen. There's been talk. The New Mutants is now casting Rosario Dawson. If you guys haven't heard yet, and she's, I think the New Mutants are actually going to be taking a different stance when it comes to the show. They're going to more of a horror type of a setting. And there's not going to be any costumes. They're not going to be fighting villains. It's more going to be like they're going to be fighting within internal struggles within themselves. How do you guys feel about that, man? How do you think the this X-Men expanded universe is going right now?
I don't need another Legion
Rosario
show.
Dawson looks good. I don't care. As long as she's looking sexy.
I second that.
I thought Rosario Dawson looked a bit tired in Iron Fist. That
Well, that goddamn TV show was tired.
that is true. She made that. And Jones was here, fuck, So here's my take on New Mutants, man. I don't want another Legion. Legion is fine by itself, but when they said horror, I automatically assumed they were talking about Colossus' sister, and how she's a dark child and has the dark realm and everything. I would hope they would go that way, as opposed to doing something like Outcast or something like, Legion, which is a brain fuck. I know there was that other show that they had that they showed a trailer that had Polaris and everybody in it, but I mean, so I don't. I mean, if you read the New Mutants, I don't know what kind of horror you can do. I mean,
I think because the director, we know the director, and excuse me, I forgot his name, but the director's more geared towards a lot of horror movies of, an avid Stephen King, a lot of the other older horror type of films. So he's going to go that route on it. But I don't know, what can you do as far as horror in a Marvel X-Men universe? I can see maybe a little bit on a DC universe with Constantine, with Dr. Fate, the House of Mystery, Swamp Thing, things like that. That's a little bit of a horror, but something like that. I don't know.
There's tons of horror in Marvel, but not in New Mutants, right? I mean, students of Xavier.
Most of the horror was like Journey in the Mystery before Thor took over. So I don't know why they thinking about going horror with the New Mutants.
Maybe they get Brother Voodoo up in there or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't mix because horror characters like Man-Thing and Morbius and all that, and Werewolf by Night, they have nothing to do with the New Mutants.
They don't.
Yeah, Big Easy just named a great fucking show right there, man. Man-Thing, Blade, Morbius, shit. Shit.
Yeah,
I would watch that than this New Mutants thing because one, I don't know anything about the New Mutants. Two, I don't see them as horror characters for what I've read a little bit about them, but that's about it. It just, I don't know. Hey, until we see a trailer, and then
it's just like what Todd McFarlane said what he wanted to do with the Spawn movie, where it's going to be deep horror, and Spawn is more of a presence than an actual character. We're like, fuck you. We don't want that. We want crazy, big, flowing cape Spawn, right? We don't want, what. And we don't want Todd McFarlane writing the screenplay either. Let somebody else write that shit. You're a horrible writer, Todd McFarlane.
There was actually a fan film made of Spawn where it actually showed a little bit more the presence as opposed to and I didn't care for it. I mean, it's well done. Cinematography is really well done, but just like you said, Tim, I want to see that flowing cape. I want to see that, the mask, the army of Spawn devils going out to fight. So that's the kind of thing I see. I don't know.
Remember,
I mean,
the HBO cartoon, the animated series,
that was so good.
I can see what he means by that being horror, because the comic book is a deep departure from the actual show, which was nobody has seen the Spawn cartoon, go see it. That shit is really good.
If he's talking about making a movie, he should really just make a series and put it back on HBO, because honestly, I don't think anybody's going to go to the movie to see a Spawn film anymore. Maybe they will now. I don't know.
Nah, they're gonna go. They're gonna go. You got them fans. They like Spawn, so they're gonna go see that. It's not like this. It's gonna make money. I know it's gonna make money because there's people out there that's gonna go watch that movie.
I mean, how many people even know that
you're right.
Spawn is a white dude now? How many people even know that? Al Simmons died a long ass time ago.
Didn't they bring him back though?
Yeah, they did bring him back.
You're right. You're right about that though, Manny. There's a lot of Spawn fans, and it was Spawn. The movie was a big hit back in the 90s. There's no doubt they did an amazing thing with the CGI they had, the special effects.
It was good for what came out.
For then, yes. But if you look at it now, I go back and I watch it, I'm just like, man, this is really cheesy as fuck, But nevertheless, I think Spawn has such a cult following right now that you're still going to get something out there. I mean, it's not going to be worldwide like Wonder Woman. But speaking of Wonder Woman, this segues into the next topic. Opening weekend this weekend, guys. Blockbuster. What is your prediction about opening weekend, man?
To be honest,
please don't suck. That's all I ask. Please don't.
I hope it's not gonna suck. Yeah. Suicide Squad disappointed me so much. Batman.
I'm not getting my hopes up like I did with every goddamn DC film. Tim knows. Everybody knows. Everybody out here knows. They know how I get with this. I'm not gonna get this way again, but we are hearing some things, so I'm positive it's gonna be good. But until I see it, then I'll make my determination.
The Marquee Minute brought to you by Jack Daniels.
Have you seen the controversy about the opening night of Wonder Woman? I don't know where exactly, but they decided for the opening there were only going to be women. If you don't identify as a woman, you cannot watch Wonder Woman movie this night.
And you know what? Dudes got butthurt about it. Get the fuck out of here. Hey,
they could do that.
It's cool for just the chicks to go have women's night, go see Wonder Woman. And of course, fanboys, the same dudes that come out and make videos, or there's certain Facebook users also that say, I can't believe Iron Man is now a young black girl, or I can't believe Spider-Man is Puerto Rican and Dominican and black, or whatever the fuck it is. And it's like, I can't believe they don't let dudes go see Wonder Woman. Get the fuck out of here. It's one showing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got to kind of go, towards with the evolution of comic books. I understand, the evolution of comic books and, especially with society the way it is nowadays. But let me ask you guys this. With the change of a lot of these characters in comic books, who would you rather see? Do you like to see the evolution of these characters, or would you prefer to see of your certain superheroes set in place? I mean, I don't know.
I'm old school. I like the old characters, but I just rather prefer the characters being the way that they used to be when I grow up. I don't like the changing. Fucking Thor's a girl, Iron Man's. I mean, it's okay because they got to make money. Marvel, that's what they want to do. They want to change the characters up. But me personally, I just like the regular normal. I like old school. I like old school hip hop. I like old school everything old school. All that new shit is fucking garbage.
Me personally,
I just want to see a good movie.
I like to change because
Here.
I like to change because the fact that I like the old school, but also with the fact that how back in the day, because I'm married to a white woman, and that shit was shunned upon. So I like the new change. Yes, I do like old school stuff, but I also like to see stuff get changed every now and then or whatever. I'm not against it. all that stuff right there. So it is what it is.
It's not about being against. It has to be.
Yeah,
good.
I'm not against it. It's just that I just prefer. I just prefer.
No, you know what it is? There's nothing wrong with change, but like with Marvel, they do one change to become popular. They like, okay, now we got to change everything.
And they change it again. They can't.
That's what it is.
That was the problem with Marvel lately. Is just they change everything one shot. No storytelling. No, it's gonna go that way. Everything changed one time, and that I think that pissed off a lot of fans. That they just decided to change everything now. Bam. No storytelling, no like anticipation.
Oh, we're gonna reboot the title again. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna have a major event again.
You guys make it sound like it's only one company doing this. All the companies do it except for Image because they don't have a unified universe. All their characters died off when Image died.
Yeah, but you don't see DC changing their fucking characters to women.
Sure, there's Green
Lantern. They always had the same shit. They got Batman, Batwoman, Batgirl.
There was one Green Lantern until the 80s. There was one
Green Lantern.
I would tell you.
Don't fuck with my green.
God, this is your typical comic talk where everybody's arguing about certain things, and I tell you what, man, I've totally missed this. I really have missed this, man.
Well, I think the original question was, what is your guess on Wonder Woman?
What was your prediction? Yeah, what is your prediction on the box office for opening weekend for Wonder Woman? And we're talking domestic. We're not saying.
I'm going to say Pirates is going to hurt them a little bit since it did huge numbers this weekend. So I'm going to say 85 million opening weekend domestic.
I'm going 80. I'm going about the same as Tim.
80?
Yeah.
90.
Nah, I'm going to say
90. Maybe. There's a lot of women, man. There's a lot of women. There's more women in the city than men.
I'm going to say 100.
Yeah, but do they actually like action movies? I don't know.
I'm going to say about 69.
There's something with Wonder Woman and women out there. They really, my wife is not a big, huge comic, but she knows who Wonder Woman is. And when she sees
exactly.
The first thing she asks, we're going to do that, right? I'm like, yes. So
my wife told me the same
you got
thing
to take
today.
that in effect too. So I'm going to still stay at 80 because I think Tim is right. I think the Pirates is going to carry over this weekend. I don't think it's going to hurt it too much, but a lot of people still going to go see the Pirates film next weekend too.
This is the time of year where you got to get most of your money opening weekend because summer, man, it's like boom, boom, boom every weekend or every 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get paid. That's why Pirates open this weekend because it's a 3-day weekend. So
right.
That's a good.
I'm with Mark. Mark with a mouth. I'm with him. 100 million.
So wait a minute. Did anybody know the reviews on Pirates?
I didn't.
Oh yeah, Rotten Tomato was super bad. No, like 30% or some shit.
I'm gonna look right now.
30%.
Because
I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you this. First of all, I'll tell you this about Wonder Woman. This is my predictions about Wonder Woman. Domestic, and where it's going, and with all the last, especially with the last drop trailer that they had, I'm going to go for at least 150 mil opening weekend.
Son. Domestic.
Domestic.
Right.
Domestic.
I'm telling
you, domestic.
I want that. I want that. That would be so happy if that happened.
It doesn't matter if the movie is good or if the movie is bad. It's just a simple fact for that opening weekend, man. I'm going to predict about 150 mil for that because it's Wonder Woman. And how they marketed Wonder Woman. You guys heard the applause for Wonder Woman when Batman versus Superman, right? I think that's the only applause you heard. So. Mark.
She's gonna do her thing regardless, and then she's gonna set the tone because Marvel's gonna fucking we gotta get Black Widow out now.
No, they're doing Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel.
Yeah, they're doing Captain Marvel.
So wait a minute. Okay, let me see if I'm using this word right. Let me caveat on that. Is that the right word?
that is correct. Mayor Jeff Johnson, that is correct.
Do you think Wonder Woman?
Captain Marvel is the black female. Monica LeBeau. That's the real goddamn Captain.
All right, let me ask you guys this. Do you think Wonder Woman going to do better than Batman v Superman?
No. Monetarily or critics-wise?
I think critic-wise is going to be better, but not money-wise.
Money-wise, I'm with Kev, too. Critically wise, better. Money wise, no, I don't think.
I disagree.
No,
I'm going to take the high road on this one when it comes to. I'm going to go all the way on the mountaintop. I think it's going to do absolutely incredible,
I hope
over the top with money and especially review, because even
worldwide, so about 500 altogether. That's my projection.
500 all worldwide. All right.
Altogether.
$100.
You know what? I think it's gonna be the
that's
artist
how much
part.
Alien Covenant should have made. That boring.
You know what?
Yo,
I
that
think
movie
the artist part
whack.
is that because they're introducing Wonder Woman, of course they're gonna bring up the origin storyline. And as comic book lovers, we already fucking know her origin storyline.
Yeah, but not
and
only.
I hope they're gonna do like Deadpool. Deadpool origin was, you didn't really see it coming.
I
It was
like
smooth and
Origins.
shit.
I'm sorry, I'm a thing with Origins.
But Kevin, you're talking a totally different origin story when it comes to Wonder Woman compared to
she never had a movie, so you have to bring in the origin.
You're talking about a person that was her father was Zeus, right? And then the superpowers that she has, living on an island like that. So I think this is going to be a little bit more. I think it's going to go over the top. That's my prediction on that, guys.
And the Perez story type. They're going with that Greek god stuff and everything like that. With some of the new 52, maybe some of the new 52 stuff in. I'm not too sure, but we know we're getting Ares. And we're getting, was it Dr. Poison or whatever the fucking villain is and all that stuff.
Yeah,
who else are we going to get? We don't know yet.
Wonder Woman has a leg up because she's been ingrained in pop culture.
Did you say a woman has a leg up, Tim? Is that what you were referring to? A woman has a leg up?
Hopefully she got both legs up. Shit.
Shit, now we got the PC police after us. Thanks.
Put her ankles by her ears and shit.
Fuck it, this is comic talk, man.
No, what I'm saying is has been popular and part of pop culture forever since since the 70s TV show. Kind of like what Batman in the 60s did with Adam West, right? They kind of put him in the pop culture consciousness. Right. So now Wonder Woman has had a following, right? And Wonder Woman Underoos, when I used to watch the show, we all jerked off to Linda Carter multiple times. I'm doing it right now.
I don't know about that, man.
Very true. Very true.
Not for me. I gotta see.
Dude,
I still jerk off to Linda Carter. So
Linda Carter right now, she can get it without a condom. She can get it.
Let me.
And this will be our last show.
It's no wonder. It is no wonder it's been a year that we've had this show. It's been a year since we had a show because of things like this. And
well, y'all remember Mallrats and the conversation they had about Wonder Woman could be the only womb that could hold Superman's super sperm? Right. That whole hey man, how's Lois Lane gonna keep the super sperm from blowing her up?
Blow it up, baby, blow it up. But let me ask you this, Tim. Being that Superman,
put it in a cup.
Being that Superman is Superman, he already impregnated. He impregnated already. He impregnated her already. So do you think he has the ability to control his, the way he ejaculates, or
that's mad gay.
That's Superman,
right the fuck.
So I'm gonna tell you, can though is Wolverine, man. He got that, he got that, he can what is that? Regenerating. He could just bust it up, come right back to it. That's what I'm saying. That's Wolverine all day long, man.
Let me ask you another prediction, guys. We've got Spider-Man: Homecoming coming up, and they're talking about Shock. They've already mentioned Shocker's going to be in there. Vulture's going to be in there. Do we see a what is it? The price on those books? What is it? First appearance of the Shocker, number 44, right? And Vulture, first appearance of the Vulture's number 2 or something like that.
Vulture's always been a hot book, though.
Right.
That's always been
because it's the low
value better. The Vulture book will hold more value than the Shocker book.
Of course. But I think the Shocker,
he's part of his road gallery.
The second villain, not the primary villain, but
there's 2 Shockers. That black dude, Bovine, whatever the fuck his name is, and then the other dude. So there's going to be 2 Shockers.
You don't have no value because he's a black guy? Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. There's a black actor and a white actor. So there's going to be 2 iterations of the Shocker in the Spider-Man movie. But what I really dug in the last trailer was it shows how Tony Stark made the Spider-Man suit, and it's much more, has much more bells and whistles and gadgets.
Yeah,
and
but
shit, so.
that's gonna be like the first half of the movie. After that, you got this kind of Hootie shit going on.
Hey, spoiler! What the fuck?
You've seen the trailer.
Hey, so wait a minute. You think, all right, that Spidey suit that Tony made for him with all the bells and whistles, you think that's like the quote unquote Iron Spider?
Yeah, it is.
I think so.
No, I don't think. I don't think that's the Iron Spider. I think it's a lead-in to an Iron Spider. But but because I mean, we already know Tony Stark. Iron Man, right? He's going to do everything Iron. He's gonna develop his little toys and gadgets and things like that. So he developed the Amazing Spider-Man suit for him, which I think is very cool. It's a different off take than the original comic books, but I like the way they did it because it's great for modern day sort of science and scientific development and technology and things like that. So I think it's awesome that they're doing that. But I think it's going to be a lead-in to the Iron Spider eventually.
Yeah, when they did the breakdown of the movie already, they already said that in the Spider-Man movie, Homecoming, the suit has hundreds of features that are still locked away by Tony, and Tony's going to unlock them little by little as Spider-Man, as he progresses, as he gets more mature, he'll lock features for the suit.
So he's like Legend of Zelda and shit. He got to unlock shit.
Yeah,
you gotta level up.
So they're gonna see the suit probably evolve. Who knows? You may get to see that whole Iron, the one day the Iron type thing with the shit coming out his back or whatever. But the suit has stuff that he's not letting him use right now because he's still not responsible enough.
Right, he's on the training wheel mode. I think the trailer kind of just pushed that out.
That's why you see him in his homemade suit fighting the Vulture at one point. Because Tony, I think in the trailer you see the ship, the ferry get broken in half, and I think that's when Iron Man takes back the suit. And I think it's going to be a story of how redemption, how he needs to gain trust back, so he fights Vulture. That's why he says the Vulture's too powerful. You let us handle it. You know what I mean? And then so it's curious to see. I still don't know who that Puerto Rican chick is. Right? Have they said she's MJ yet, or what's her name? Chick?
She's another character from the Ultimate side. She's not MJ.
Okay.
I forgot her name, but I saw already on it.
But
can't remember. I don't know her name, but it's not MJ. It's another character that's in the Ultimate Universe.
I don't think they've seen Donald. What's his name? Donald
Glover.
Glover. Is he Miles Morales or?
I think he's going to be a villain, I think, because remember, Sony's also coming out with a Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man animated movie that's actually going to be in the theaters, not like direct to DVD and everything. So, yeah, Sony is trying to. Sony's like, we can't make that money now.
We can't hear you, man.
I can hear him.
I can hear him too.
Yeah, but they already.
Marty was talking. No, Marty was talking.
Yeah, Miles Morales already is a character in the Disney XD Spider-Man Sinister Six.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, they're making a Miles Morales movie or
animated movie.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it seems to me like DC, they're really the shit with their animated movies compared to Marvel. I just find
smoking crack.
What?
I just find DC's way better than Marvel's animated movies.
Animated, yeah.
Yeah, animated.
The Marvel ones are good too, though. I enjoy the Marvel ones too, like the Hulk versus Thor, Hulk versus Wolverine, Planet Hulk. Those are all good too.
Doctor Strange.
Those are the first. Like, those were the first ones. Like
all
really, like
right.
DC just kept on going with them, and Marvel kind of like stopped.
Yeah, but then there was like things like the Killing Joke, where you're just like, what the fuck, man? Really?
They were stretching it, but the Teen Titan one, the Judas Contract, that was pretty good.
Justice League Dark was really good.
The Wonder Woman
that was
very good too. If you guys have
Wonder Woman one, that one was violent as fuck. That Wonder Woman cartoon,
really good.
That was violent as hell.
Let me take a moment. Hey, first of all, guys, hey Cheryl, let me take a moment to before we even go any further, I want to say thank you to all the people that are in the chat group, man, taking your time out of your day as well. We got Merc with a Mouth. Man, I haven't seen Merc with a Mouth in a minute. We got J-Raw. We got Celos. What's up, Celos? We got Bat Avengers. Anybody know who Bat Avengers is? Anyways, Jeff the Geek, Jake Chala.
Right here. Look at this one.
We got we've got Undisputed Frost joined us for a little bit. Rag 718. Anyways, guys, there's a whole and I'm very surprised that we have as many people viewing us this evening, because I did not promote the show, and as a lot of you guys know, this was more of an impromptu show. We just kind of just came up here, asked the guys if they wanted to do a show tonight, and everybody came up here, and you know, so there was really no advertising this whatsoever. But nevertheless, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's able to join us this evening. Now let's talk a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about Star Wars, guys. 40th anniversary Star Wars this year of A New Hope. You know, so it's a wonderful, wonderful year. There was just a celebration in Orlando when it came to the Star Wars celebration. We got a lot of great things going on with Star Wars coming up here too. You know, there's a lot of rumors with, you know, the possibility of the Obi-Wan Kenobi, you know. But nevertheless, man, happy Star Wars, guys. And they're even talking about there's talk about, you know, the future Star Wars movie being released on, to kind of coincide with the May the 4th, you know, the Star Wars Day. So what do you guys think, man? Any thoughts and opinions about the new Star Wars movie coming up?
Interesting video this dude did that said The Last Jedi is the first Star Wars movie to ever have a book in it. There's literally never been a book or paper in any of the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, I read that, Tim. I read that as in, because, you know, most of the movies you see holographs. That's
exactly, yeah.
But in the Last Jedi, I guess they kind of showed like there's some books where Lucas, whatever. So
if you know, there's a scene in the trailer of The Last Jedi. Yeah, there's a light that goes into a room that's pointing to the book, and that's the book that apparently Luke Skywalker has been reading, and he's finding out more about the dark side and the Force side. And if you guys go watch Marty's video about Bantu, who is a character in the most current iteration of the animated series. But also, if you go back to the Clone Wars prior to that, where it takes place with Anakin and Obi-Wan, there's a whole bunch of shit about the Force in there too, where they went to that planet where supposedly the Force came from, and there was a brother and sister that were like the embodiments of the Force.
Yeah, the light side, the dark side.
Yeah, man, it's really.
Yeah, and that's all canon too. So, and that's what the whole point of this. They're saying that Luke is trying to go beyond dark and light, and they think that's an old notion already, because in those Timothy Zahn books, he already wrote about Luke being beyond good and evil, beyond the dark and the light, and I guess they just bring it now into canon through the new movies.
Right. It just came out with this too. So that's a good.
This is my opinion, guys. And if you guys seen some of my videos when I talked a little bit about Star Wars, man, and I think this is The Last Jedi is The Last Jedi. I think they're going to go to what I predict is more of the gray Jedi, more of the neutral Jedi, like we see in Ahsoka Tano. She's already like that. Possibly Luke Skywalker. I believe he's found the reason why that the Jedi is just absolutely. They had it wrong. The Sith had it wrong. If anybody who had it right was the Bendu, and it was early on with the earlier Force users.
What did Obi-Wan say in the prequels, right? Whoever deals in absolutes, which was kind of hypocritical and ironic, because in the original or in the prequels, right, the Jedi Order was kind of akin to like a really strict religion. You know, no marriage, no nothing. You can't care about people, and so of course Anakin falls in love, whatever you say about. But you know, it shows that. And what Marty says about Ahsoka Tano, who left the Jedi Order on purpose because she didn't agree with what they were teaching, right? And even, so as time went by, I think that's what Luke's finding out, that it's way too rigid in its rules, and you need to be able to be flexible, or else shit like Darth Vader happens, And what I don't want to see is this ultimately becomes a story about Kylo Ren's redemption, right? Let's keep him a bad guy. Please don't be like, next thing you know, he turns into a good guy. Yeah.
You killed Han, you stay a bad guy to the end.
I don't think it's going to go that. I don't think it's going to go that route, and I don't really think that we're going to find out who Snoke is in 8. I think eventually you might find out in Episode 9, but Episode 8 to me, I think, because it's just like what they did in The Empire Strikes Back. They did away with the Emperor in Empire Strikes Back, and we don't really hear about him again until Return of the Jedi. So I think that's going to kind of leave it to the viewers and the Star Wars fans. But there is so much more in that universe than. And they're starting to show it piece by piece. We're starting to see the Guardians of the Wills, force wielders and force sensitive beings, and they're utilizing a lot of what we're seeing as far as canon comic books, novels that are coming out now, Star Wars Rebel, the Clone Wars. All that stuff right now is also gaps of what we don't know about Star Wars, and I think they're doing an amazing job with that, guys. And if you're a Star Wars fan, I definitely recommend not just sticking to the movies, guys. Also, veer out a little bit, learn a little bit more about Star Wars if you're really into that universe. I think it's got a lot, and I think it's going to be great because 2 movies a year. Come on, guys, you got to know your Star Wars. 2 movies a year, it just cannot be what you see in the films. You know what I mean?
Star Wars is a huge universe. It's so much bigger than Luke and Leia.
Mark Hamill told the director of Last Jedi that, hey, I don't agree with anything you're doing with this movie, but I am gonna work with you. He's come out on record on saying that to the director. So this is a Star Wars. He said this is a Star Wars movie you have yet to see yet. Totally different from anything else, which is nice. I would imagine. I would like to see it, because whatever you thought about The Force Awakens, it was a good movie, but it was still a little bit too familiar, right? I think J.J. Abrams was trying to do a mulligan to say, hey, sorry for the prequels. Here's something more similar to your taste. But then we got Rogue One, and I was like, nah, that was a dope-ass flick where it was a little bit different, right? It wasn't the same kind of things, but it was similar, but it was different in the storytelling the same way. So right now, none of us really know what the fuck's going to happen in The Last Jedi.
JJ was kind of scared to venture off like his own way because, Star Wars is D&D to a lot of people, and he was just trying to make a movie and pay more respects to the old ways. I'm assuming
he was playing it safe.
Exactly.
Yeah, you hit it right. He played it safe. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is very strange for JJ because JJ is known for a lot of great action movies, and especially what he did with Star Trek, which totally threw everybody for a loop. So I'm surprised he went where he went.
Yeah, you got to understand, it's Star Wars, man. This is like bigger than Star Trek. Come on.
It is the beloved. It is definitely a beloved universe, and I think it's and I'll probably get a lot of flack for saying this. I was a Trekkie at one time, but I'm telling you, the Star Wars universe has me so much more interested in this universe than it did in Star Trek. Let me ask you guys this: in episode 7 we just saw. Okay, in episode 8 and episode 9 coming up, man, Carrie Fisher, they're talking about recasting Carrie Fisher, man. Your thoughts and your opinions on that? We know Leia's still a character, but what are we looking at as far as recasting?
8 is her last film. They already stated that, Marty. 8 is her last film. She's not coming back.
I got it, but they also stated that 9, as they developed the Star Wars trilogy, that we saw a little bit like we're looking at 8 being more to Luke Skywalker, and 9 was supposed to be devoted more to Leia, and now that we're not having Leia anymore,
not have that anymore.
Right? So how are they going to do this? Are they going to recast? Are they going to pay justice to this character?
They're going to rewrite it.
They're not going to recast.
Nah, they're going to rewrite. They're going to give her respect.
If anything, if they use any footage, it's footage that was left on the cutting floor from the last 2 movies. That's the only thing I can see them doing, but they even said they're not even doing that. But you never know. We'll see what this film goes to. We don't know how it's going to end. We don't know what's going to happen to her.
You could put Tupac in a hologram concert, man. You could put Carrie Fisher in the motherfucking Star Wars.
I know that, but everybody flipped their shit when they seen the Grand Moff talking like he hasn't aged in a day, and everybody, oh shit, that means they can bring anybody back and put him in the movie, and everybody had the Harry Canary when she passed away. They said, don't do a hologram, don't do a friggin' virtual thing.
No CGI, don't CGI.
Yeah, the next 2 films are going to be putting an end to the Skywalker trilogy, or the Skywalker saga as we know it. So the next 3 after that are going to be all the young characters and, Rey, I would imagine, and everybody else going forward.
Rey is a Skywalker.
Rey's a Kenobi.
I believe Rey's a Kenobi. I really do. That's my thoughts and opinions on that. I do. Because there's a lot we don't know.
The whore that let Ben Kenobi run up there.
No. Ben Kenobi's
like 18 years old. He was like 50.
He was alone on a planet for a long ass time. He had to get in them guts, so he got somebody knocked up, and then they had to.
He got a Tusken Raider knocked up, man, and I'm telling you, it was a Tusken Raider. You know, it was one of those things. It was a one night kind of thing. We don't know about. That's why we never hear about that shit, man. Okay.
Obi-Wan was getting strange at the cantina. You know what I mean?
Such great times when it comes to Star Wars future coming up. We've got the Han Solo movie coming up, and I know Tim, you're a big Han Solo fan, man. We've got the actor that's going to play it, man. I hope he does justice. Mm-hmm. Han Solo. Han Solo.
He better do him justice. I'll start a rant if he doesn't do him justice.
Well, it has to be believable, man. Are you going? Is he going to be a character that's going to be believable? You off the bat, you have to believe that is Harrison Ford as Han Solo.
Well, here's the thing, man. Like when Ewan McGregor played Obi-Wan Kenobi, he had tons of reference material to go off of, right? So this kid has tons of Han Solo reference to go off of, just like Donald Glover is going to be playing, which I really like as a casting, Lando Calrissian. I mean, I think that's a great casting choice.
Yeah, awesome casting.
I can't wait to see how they're playing cards and Han Solo wins the Millennium Falcon off of Lando Calrissian, right? Maybe we'll see the Kessel Run. You know, there's some really cool shit. How he got in debt to Jabba the Hutt. So I mean, the Han Solo storyline, how Chewie gave him his life debt, because Han Solo saved Chewbacca's life, and then Chewbacca gave him a life debt, saying, all right, I'm your homie, and I'm still pissed off. And The Force Awakens that Chewbacca didn't get his moment because his best friend just
You know, it just didn't kill his ass.
Oh, some bullshit.
To me, he didn't get that moment. It wasn't long enough of a moment for Chewie, because for as long as those guys have been together, and what you said as far as that life, that if Disney follows Legends, yeah, they'll continue that. But if they totally change it, because Legends is not canon as we know it, but however, Disney is pulling from Legends a lot and developing canons off of that. So I don't know. We'll see where they're going to go with that as far as how they're going to tell the story between Chewie and Han Solo. But nevertheless, I think for the most part, the Kessel Run's going to be in there. How he loses maybe at the end of the movie, how he loses the Millennium Falcon to Lando. So, I'm very excited about it. My movie I want to see is definitely Kenobi, man. Kenobi is what I think you have to be told in at least the trilogy, in a 3-story part, because 19 years, how can you put 19 years of him being Tatooine for in one movie? You can't do that, man. I don't know. What are your opinions on that, guys?
Is there going to be an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie? Have they announced that yet?
No.
Yeah, they've talked on it. There's already talk on the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, but they haven't really said if it was going to be a trilogy yet, or if it's going to be.
I think people would rather see a Yoda movie than a Obi-Wan, because we've seen Obi-Wan as a young Jedi in the prequels, but there's hundreds of years of Yoda, because we met Yoda when he was already old. So I would say do the Yoda story, right?
He was
I like to see this shit.
And they already gave a piece of Kenobi on Tatooine while he was watching over Luke. In the last season of Rebels, Darth Maul went to go seek him out. And spoiler. Well, it's not spoiler. The season's over. Darth Maul met his demise again against.
Yeah, if they've not seen the fight between Darth Maul and Kenobi, the 3-second fight, man, it's fucking amazing, man. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. You know what? I don't care what next Star Wars movie they do, as long as they put Ahsoka in the movie. That's what I want to see in them live.
And Rosario Dawson also is in talks for Ahsoka.
Exactly.
And if you guys don't know who Ahsoka is the Padawan learner of Anakin Skywalker until she finally left the Jedi Order. Because
do you guys remember when the Clone Wars first debut? It came out in the theaters first before it came out on TV. Remember that? And people hated Ahsoka Tano. They hated her, but by the end of the Clone Wars, she was badass, dude. He was badass.
Mm-hmm. She's even more badass now that she's a gray Jedi in Star Wars Rebel, because there's so much mystery about her right now. There's a lot of mystery about between that time frame, that span of when she left the Jedi Order until when she showed up on Rebels, when we're looking at a period of maybe about 20 years or so. And so what has she done? You know, what are we expecting of Ahsoka Tano? And is she somebody that, you know, is going to follow that great path? I don't know, guys. But anyways, we're coming up on an hour here. It's time to do final thoughts and shout outs, guys. Yes, I know Comic Talk usually goes for about 2 hours, but we're going to end this right now because this is just a reunion show. Guys got other shit to do. But anyways, for this time, we're going to start from my left, your right. Big E's! Final thoughts and shout outs, brother.
Oh, damn. I wasn't ready for that one. All right. Final thoughts, you know, just it was cool to be on. You know, everyone on this panel, we all speak, you know, on the regular, so you know, it's always the same, and that's it. And I'm just gonna plug my show, our show, New York Warriors, next week Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Check it out. And Marty, it was always a pleasure, man. You know, we have fun when we do this.
Absolutely, brother. And I'm still waiting for you to move over here to Killeen, Texas, man. So you let me know when you're about to get down here, brother. All right?
Yeah, man, definitely. Those plans are still in the work. It's between Florida and Texas, but it's not right now. Maybe I would say
sure.
Our plans got held back maybe like another year, I would say. You know?
Oh, absolutely, brother. Well, anyways, nevertheless, I'm still down here. You let me know when you come down here, and I appreciate you coming on, man. I really do.
Yeah, man.
Main man for New York Warriors. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you very much for taking the time to come on here, man. Thank you.
All right.
Mayor Jeff Johnson. Mayor Jeff Johnson, final thoughts and shout outs, brother.
Oh man, this is like riding a bike, man. You never forget, man. This was fun. This was really fun. And of course,
you don't ride no damn bikes.
Riding dikes?
Yeah.
Either or, man. It was fun, man. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you guys again, and of course, New York Warriors, man. You guys got to watch the show.
All right, who's going to continue the show after Marty signs off today? The after show, man. The after show.
The after show party. All right. Well, Jeff Johnson, really appreciate you coming on, brother. As always, thank you for taking your time out. We got Manny NYC, Manuel Melendez. Brother, thank you so much for coming on, man.
Yeah, man, you're welcome. There you go.
We're taking over. Anyway.
Taking over. Nah, we're not taking over, man. You know, we got our own show, you know. But yeah, man, you know, we talk all the time, everybody here, and you know, we're good, you know. And yeah, man, yo, like Tim said, man, you motherfuckers gotta go see Tim Arthur. King Arthur, that shit was fucking fly. That movie, it was like crazy. It was a good movie, man. It was a real good movie. Better than Alien Covenant.
Tell me he didn't look like Death Dealer in King Arthur.
Yeah, he did, though. He did.
Nice.
Oh, yo, that movie was
you talking about,
I don't know, man. It was like
you talking about Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer? You talking about the Frank Frazetta Death Dealer?
Yes, there's a villain in there that looks a very strong resemblance to Death Dealer.
Damn. Good shit, man.
You gotta go see it. Go see it. The movie is good. It's worth the whatever you guys in Texas pay. But yeah, we pay like $20 a month. But yeah, man, you know, just give a shout out to everybody in the panel.
Hey, man, we only pay 50 cents for movies out here, man. You know that, right?
Shit, man. I stuck in 1979. Holy shit. But yeah, man. So yeah, give a shout out to everybody on the panel here, and you know, always fucking around with Tim and shit on the chats on Facebook because he be acting like a straight bird. And you know, much love to everybody.
Much love. Much love. As you see, brother, and Manny, thanks again for coming on, man. And if you guys don't know, Manny works for CBCS, man. So if you guys ever need to you know, hit out Manny as far as getting some books signed and, you know, him doing his business at the cons, man. So
for free. God damn it.
Yo, I don't. Why you say I get books for free? I gotta pay for my shit to get graded. It's not for free. The NY Warriors will tell you there's nothing for free. We gotta pay for everything.
We tried.
For free. Don't let him fool you.
Wow, man.
Yo, wait, just wait till CBCS does his registry.
That's why Ray's really upset.
All right, Marky.
Oh,
Marky 316. Go ahead, Marky. Final thoughts and shout outs, brother. Go ahead, man.
Shout out to everybody here. Good seeing everybody, even though we still talk here and there and everything. It was good to do. I had fun doing this. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks for watching us. And hell, man. Hell, I'm going to plug the goddamn show, too. Watch us New York Warriors on Monday, and that's about it. No, it's great. It's good doing this, and hell yeah.
It's all about plugging your own shows here, guys, you know, because Comic Book Fanatics and Comic Talk is no longer here. So we're plugging every other show, right? Thank you, Marky, for coming on, man. And Marky also is a Lords of the Round Table. So you'll catch him there as well. And so, you know, check us out. Tim doesn't really have we'll talk about it a little later. But anyways, my boy, Ray Jr., brother, final thoughts and shout outs for you, man.
Yeah, I just enjoyed being back on here. It's been a long time. I can't wait till around about the 29th of June because I get to see my homeboy Marty again. So we'll probably do something else and maybe go ahead and finally get through with that 2,000 subscriber giveaway or whatnot. But shout out to everybody on the panel, you know, to Manny. You know, your package will be there Tuesday along with Big E's. Shout out to Marky, shout out to Tim, shout out to Kevin, shout out to everybody, you know, everybody else that's in the YouTube and Facebook community. And I just can't wait till I leave this piece. I'm tired of Texas right now. You know, I'm glad already. I only try to get this better.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you taking your time to come on here, as always, man. But anyways, we got TiVo, Tim, man, Lords of the Round Table, Lords of the Long Box and Lords of the Round Table, host on that one. Go ahead, brother. Final thoughts and shout outs for you, man.
The name of my penis is the Octagon. I guess the name of my I can't do it with a straight face.
I think this is the only show we ever talk like just absolutely inappropriate talking going on this show, man. He doesn't do it on his show because he doesn't want, you know, the repercussions, but he'll do it on our show. But anyways,
I'm not the one that had to take down an entire fucking video, okay? That's what I gotta say.
Hey, I will not talk about my drunk video, never. But however, I would say a sober man's thought is a drunk man's thought is a sober man's thought. Okay?
I know that video is archived somewhere. We gotta see that shit again.
Hey Tim, it is archived, but you are never gonna see it unless I get really pissed off, man, and it's gonna come back.
You can publish it as a private video. And just send it to whomever.
Can I?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you know, because we got.
We ain't doing it. No.
I ain't got nothing to say, man. Our show may be back. It may not be back. We just kind of, you know, we like herpes. We would just pop up every month or two. You know what I'm saying? So, that's where we are. Lords of the Venereal Deeds coming to you. Manny will be on that panel. Yeah, but Tuesday. Me, Ryan, or excuse me, Darkside Jedi, and Marky, we're gonna be doing a Tuesday takeover for Jesse's JLS Comics. He invited us on there, so we're gonna do it straight up NWO style and take that shit over. So if you ain't got nothing to do on Tuesday, we'll be on Jesse's show. And if that's all I got, peace out, fellas.
Peace out, brother. Thanks for joining us once again, Tim. Glad you can just support my show as well, man. You know. It's been a year since we did this, but, you know, thanks for coming on. We got Kevin's from Kevin's Comics. What the fuck, Kev? Go ahead, promote yourself, man. Final thoughts and shout out.
I need to remove that.
So he ain't fooling himself. Throw some flowers.
So, yeah, again, man, just nice to be here. Fun to talk about comic books. It's been a while, you know. My friends don't collect comic books, so I've got nobody. So you guys are like my family, you know. I talk to you about comics and shit. It's fun.
Kumbaya.
Awesome, brother. Thank you so much for coming on. And guys, my final thoughts and shout outs. Thank you for everybody that took the time out of their day to come on. My panel members here that came and just joined us and supported this reunion show, as we like to call it. And then everybody on the chat box right there that came on and just interacted and stuff. It's hard to believe that it's been a year since Comic Book Fanatics Comic Talk actually did their last 37 episode, number 37, but we had like a bullshit talk right after that. But guys, we're not necessarily back, kind of like Lords of the Round Table. We're not necessarily back as far as doing comic talk every week or every other week. It's not like that. Me and Ray are very, very busy with our life and everything, but we will come on every so often just to do comic talk so everybody knows that we're around. And just because you guys haven't seen myself and Ray in a form like this, or talking with New York Warriors or Kevin's Comics, Manny, Marky, or TiVo, dude, we're still part of the community, whether you like it or not, bitches. But we're still part of the community, and we will always be a part of the community. I don't give a move. But anyways, guys, it's always great to be around the people. It's always great to interact with the community, because this is my home. This is my home. I don't care if I don't go on any shows for a year or do a video for a year. This will always be my home, and I still interact with you guys offline, off air. But guys, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all coming here, and you guys take care of yourselves. May the force be with you guys, and don't get lost out there, right?
And
stay
also
with the
with
light
you,
side.
Obi-Wan.
Thanks a lot, guys. Take care of yourselves.